Good morning. This is October 2nd, Monday, 2023, and we are in BBA, first semester, section A English class. And yesterday we were talking about summarizing and outlining a text. And what I did on the board was I tried to summarize the 18 paragraphs, like in a single sentence each paragraph. And I said first, second, third, 4 paragraphs of the essay, where do we stand, introduce the topic. Then I said paragraph 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. They elaborate on the problem of space use in intercultural communication. They show how people use space in different cultures. And then I said paragraphs 12, 13, 14, 15, they explore the causes or origin in the differences in use of space. We read things like people use space differently because they are concerned about their security. People use space differently because different cultures have different greeting pattern. People use space differently because of mental problem, physical problem, all the reasons. Then I said paragraph 16 says that space use is a real phenomena, and whenever you break the rule, it has impact. We read the example how when American pilots come to Egypt, for example, and when they see Egyptian young people walking down the road holding hands, then American pilots get shocked. How can you hold the hand of another boy in public? Because in American culture, American society, they think if a young boy holds another boy's hand for a long time in public, they may be gay. Then we read paragraph 17, where the writer finally briefly talks about the solution. And he says that, yes, we have problems, but we can teach people about space use. We can teach people about contact, physical contact, by coaching them and by giving them some time in new culture. If you come to a new culture, foreign country, and if you spend 1 year, then you will gradually learn the rules of the culture, you will improve. Then we saw the last paragraph 18, where the writer ends the essay in a positive way by saying that we can learn space use. So there's nothing to worry. This is what we did yesterday. And then I gave an assignment. I said take a piece of paper and then outline another text like this. And I see that many of you read the story Akka Word, and you have tried to summarize. But before I check your work, I'd like to tell something. I'll talk about argument analysis. So when we read something, we understand and we summarize. Yesterday we learned summary. Then we can analyze. So when you analyze an argument, then you should know the elements of argument. For example, an argument has a claim. Let me add the word major claim, or let me add the word central claim. An argument has a central claim. Now if you read Lisa Davies' essay, the central claim is from culture to culture, from group to group, even between sexes, space use is distinct. It is distinct, like accent in language or umlaut. And it can be misinterpreted. So this what we call thesis statement. This is your claim in the argument. This is your claim. So let's write claim here, first element. Then the second significant component of an argument after claim is reason. Reason. Let's write reason we also call them grounds. Why should I believe this statement? Then you say that she goes to para 5 and she supports the idea from culture to culture, space use is unique. And what reason she gives? She brings example of Arabians, Americans, right? And she shows they use space differently. What reason she gives? She says the reason is Arabians depend on smell and touch. This reason comes later paragraph. Arabians depend on smell and touch. Americans depend on sight. So Americans maintain low contact distance. Arabians maintain high contact closeness. Reason. Claim. American culture and Arabian culture uses space differently. Claim. Reason. Because Arabians depend on sense of smell and touch, whereas Americans depend on sense of sight. So Arabians have to come closer to sense the surrounding, so they stay closer, eye contact. Americans need to use sight. So if I come closer to you, then I have only limited sight. I'm looking at you, but I cannot see this girl. I cannot see this boy. But if I back off, if I back off, if I back off, if I back off, if I back up, now I have a broader view. I can see the whole class, right? So Americans back off. See, claim and reason. The third element is warrant. It is difficult to understand warrant. And I don't hope I can make you understand. Let me correct the angle of my camera. I don't know why it's not aligned properly. Oh, this is the reason. Now I see. Okay. Warrant. I'll give a separate example because I'm not able to use warrant in this essay right now. Suppose A says A says, I'm concerned with my pregnancy. They're having a conversation. Then B says, what's the problem? What's the problem? Then A says, it's an unwanted pregnancy. Just imagine the conversation. Then B says, oh, I see. Then A says, what should I do? Then B says, why don't you abort? B says, why don't you abort? Then A says, I can't abort the baby. Then B says, Okay, why don't you abort? I can't abort. B says, why you can't? Listen carefully. Why you can't? Then A says, abortion is murder. Abortion is murder. Then B says, I realize that. Yes, I too think abortion is murder. A says, then what should I do? Then B says, don't abort. This is a conversation, okay? Let's study what is the claim here. Situation. Somebody has unwanted pregnancy. Situation, okay? There is an unwanted pregnancy situation. So because it is unwanted, it's a problem. So
Why do you abort?
why? Oh, I say, what should I do? What did abort? So they give you a suggestion that you should do abortion. Right? You should do abortion. It's good if you abort. It's a claim. A friend is saying, because this is unwanted, you are not married, you are a single mother, going to be a single mother, so no, don't keep it, abort. I'm imagining, okay? So somebody claims that a single mother should abort the child. Somebody claims that a single mother should abort the child. Then he says, no, I can't abort the baby. She disagrees. And the reason she gives is that I can't abort the baby because abortion is murder. Now look, I can't accept the suggestion because I believe that abortion is murder. Now imagine, I think that the fetus is not life. If I believe the fetus is not life, then I will say killing the fetus is not murder. In that case, I'll agree to abort, right? But here I say abortion is murder. Why? Because I believe the fetus has life. But in this conversation, nobody openly says fetus has life. Did they openly say fetus has life? No. But they believe that fetus has life, and killing life is murder. Murder is illegal. Therefore, we can't have abortion. So warrant is a belief that you are not expressing directly, but which makes you accept a claim or reject a claim. When the friend says you should have abortion, I am not able to accept that advice. I say no, I won't have abortion. Though I am going to be single mother, I know that I am going to be a single mother. I know the consequences, but I won't have abortion. Why? Now the warrant. Why? Now the warrant. I believe that aborting a child is murder. And if something is murder, we should not do, because that is punishable by law, and that is also immoral. So the belief that about killing is immoral, the belief that killing is illegal, the belief that killing is unlawful, which I am not telling clearly, but on the basis of that belief that murder is bad, I say I won't abort my baby, I'll rather be a single mother. Now this idea that abortion is murder of a life, that is warrant. I guess I'm not able to make you understand. A simple example, one more example. Does somebody have water bottle? Can you give me water bottle? With water. With water. Bottle with water. Okay. So, one more example about warrant. I know this is difficult to understand. He is thirsty. We are two friends, and he is thirsty. So he looks for water, and I have water. So I gave him the water. Wait. Before he drinks, his friend says, don't drink the water. Then he says, why? Then he says, it's not boiled water. He says, it's not boiled water. The moment he says it's not boiled water, he has the knowledge that if the water is not boiled, it can cause diarrhea. It can cause diarrhea. Now, he will say, no, Divakar sir, thank you for the water bottle, I won't drink. He accepted his advice because he believes that if water is not boiled, it can cause diarrhea. But he never said that if water is not boiled, it can cause diarrhea. Did he say openly? No. See the conversation. He says, excuse me sir, I feel thirsty, can you help me? Dialogue 1. Okay, here you are, take this water. Response. He is about to drink. And his friend says, don't drink the water. He says, why? Then he says, it's not boiled. The conversation is over. And he doesn't drink. Now ask a question. He said, don't drink because it is not boiled. Don't drink, claim. Don't drink, claim. Because it is not boiled, reason. And he accepts that suggestion not to drink because he believes that if water is not boiled, it can cause diarrhea. Suppose he is not educated, he is illiterate, and he does not know that unboiled water can cause diarrhea. Then he will say, when he says it's not boiled, he might say, so what? He says, so what? Because he does not know that if water is not boiled, it can cause diarrhea. So warrant is a belief that you hold about something which you are not expressing directly, but that belief is deciding whether you accept someone's claim or reject someone's claim. If you're walking down the road, and in a busy road, and vehicles are passing to and forth, and you're walking, then I say, walk slowly, walk from the zebra crossing. Miss Basnet, walk only from zebra crossing. When I say, Miss Basnet, walk from the zebra crossing, don't you realize I care about this child? If I did not care about this child, why would I give her this advice? So this belief that the teacher cares about the student is not expressed. But we understand that Divakar sir asked Miss Basnet to walk from the zebra cross because he cares about the student. This belief that if a teacher cares, he will take care of you. Just imagine, I don't care about you. I have no concern what happens to you. And we are down the street and she's crossing the street at a busy spot. I see her. Now, I said nothing to her. I let her cross. And she meets with an accident. Sorry. Now, in the second example, I don't care about her. Right? So, warrant is belief that is not expressed directly, but that determines whether you accept someone's advice or not, whether you accept someone's claim or not. I hope you at home do some more study and try to understand. But I know I'm not able to make you understand it fully. Now, in this essay, what may be the warrant? She talks about space use, right? So, and she says that if two people use space differently, that can cause misunderstanding. So I guess one warrant will be people are sensitive to space use. People are sensitive to space use. I'll stop here, and in next class I will try to clarify it better way. I'm not able to make you understand clearly this time. Now next element is evidence. What is evidence? Evidence can be hard. For example, you say something, I don't believe, you pick up the newspaper and you show me the headline. Look here, then I believe you. Evidence. You say something, I don't believe, you switch on the TV, show a program. Look here, then I believe. You say something, I don't believe, you put the hands in the pocket and take out and you show me the object, then I believe. Evidence is something hard. It can be soft also. Proof about the presence of something. For example, a headline in Kantipur can be evidence about something. In this essay, do you see in paragraph 1, Lisa Davis brings a quotation from Peter Bechtold, right? That's an evidence. In paragraph 7, Lisa Davis brings quotation from Edward Hall, right, about continuum idea. That's an evidence. All those paragraphs where Lisa Davis is quoting other people to support what she's saying, they are kind of evidences she's bringing to support her idea. In this class today, I talked only about these things. I'll talk other elements later on. So I explained to you what is a claim. Then I explained to you what is a reason. Then I explained to you what is a warrant. Then I explained to you what is evidence. There are other elements and we will explain them in other essays. Now I will move, before I can move ahead, keep your work on a desk. I want to film them and see what you have done. So I'm coming to you. I'll film without exposing your identity. I just want to see what you have done. Have you done something? Okay. Have you done something? Okay. If you have done something, let me see. Okay. You wrote it?
That's your next.
Okay. Time talks with an accent. Good. But this essay is not in our course. Fine. Good. No problem. You studied, right? You wrote something. You summarized. Which essay did you summarize? Time talks with an accent. This is not in our course. I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you. And you also didn't check the syllabus, right? So it's always better. Could you do something? You didn't do, right? It's all right. Have you done something? Yes, we have. What's your name? Rupa. So here is the work done by Rupa, for example. I appreciate you took a paper and you tried to copy what we did. Okay, good idea. Yeah, maybe the thesis there, right? Oh, wonderful. I appreciate. Then you have done something which time talks with an accent. Everyone has summarized this essay, right? But you didn't check the syllabus, right? Okay, here we have something interesting done by Miss Basnet. What's her first name? Prasamsa, done by Prasamsa Basnet. Wonderful work. Class, you look what Prasamsa has done. So Prasamsa, you take a pin and display over there for at least few days. Now we have another, wonderful. What's your name? Sneha. Full name?
Sneha Tirua.
So Sneha has done this work. She read the other story and she has used a cardboard paper and outlined the story. I really appreciate your hard work. Right? This is how we learn. Wonderful. Thank you so much. When the students work, we teachers feel happy. So here we have another example. Good. A manageable paper. Time talks with an accent. You know what is coming in my mind right as I'm going through the class? I wonder if you took some help of internet as well. Okay. I think nobody else has done work. It's all right. We have 2 people, right? So, whenever you do something good, the result is also good, right? Good deeds bring good results, right? So let's award these 2 students because they have done something different. Come here. We'll award you. Come here, come. Come this side. Both of you. Stay over there. Out of the camera frame. Stay over there. Yes. So what we're doing, I have nothing to award them. I have my wallet. And I'll recognize their work monetarily, right? So we award them with 100 rupees each. So you use this for your academic purpose. You buy another paper and you again use another paper. Thank you so much. Give us a big hand. Others also have done praiseworthy work. Thank you. Take a seat. So you display the task on the board there. You display the work over there. Okay. I hope we should recognize your work, right? Okay. So we have come to the end of the class. In tomorrow's class, I will discuss a word, and maybe this afternoon I will upload a video on a word. And if I have a video, watch it this evening and come in class tomorrow with ideas. If you have not subscribed to my channel, subscribe and watch. Any questions you want to ask me? Can I stop the class now? Thank you. Thank you.